Hey, is it possible someone actually caught a real-life Godzilla on camera? Or is that just too impossible to be true? I've got the answer to that gigantic mystery, plus answers to 4 more pictures that you guys sent in. Like this creepy picture that claims those human body shapes are real, a picture that claims to have caught a real shark swimming the flooded streets of Houston, Texas, a picture trying to make us believe this man caught the biggest Amazon River monster ever, and this photo that appears to show a statue with missing parts. I've got all that plus my favorite fake of the week, so don't go away. Hey guys, Bill here. I can't tell you how pleased I am that Alliance Heroes of the Spire are sponsoring today's video. Alliance is a classic for a reason. It combines the best top RPGs you've ever played. What I like most about this game is the 10,000 different hero combinations that really put your skills to the test, which means you have to work for your wins on this one compared to other mobile RPGs. Real-time PvP, crazy giant bosses, never-ending hero combinations, and massive guild battles finally on mobile. What else do you need? Now, here's what I want you to do. I want you to go down to the old description box. I want you to click on that link, and I want you to download that game. If you do, you're going to get 50,000 gold and 50 gems for free. What are you waiting for? Get clicking before I go completely crazy! As monsters go, I can't think of too many bigger or more famous than Godzilla. It's appeared in countless movies, TV shows, books, and games, and has been presented in many shapes and sizes. First appearing on screen in 1954, it has always been general knowledge that this is a fictional character, like a comic book hero, but that was way before YouTube and this video. It's called Godzilla in Real Life and was first sent in by Bo McSpadden, Leprechaun Lucky, and so many others I can't name them all. Bo just wrote, "Bill, is there any way this could be real?" Well, Bo, if there's anything I've learned doing this show, it's anything is possible. So let's take a look. The video was posted to YouTube by a channel named SmartCat and just described as a monster captured with an amateur camera. It starts out in typical monster caught on tape style with a shaky camera, barely in focus, and on a day with very bad weather. And then we see this. The monster's roar echoes menacingly across the field, but then, at 39 seconds, it just ends. On the one hand, my brain says this is definitely fake. I mean, with just a few clicks, you can find pictures of the guys who dressed up in Godzilla suits for the movies. But on the other hand, there's always that possibility that something truly beyond our comprehension actually happens. You know, kind of like life itself. How is it that in the middle of the vastness of space, this tiny little blue marble of a planet brought forth living creatures in the first place? You get my drift? In my world, anything is possible, so I always try to approach things with an open mind. But how about you? Do you think something like this is, like, possible? I mean, as unbelievable as it may seem? Well, why don't you just go ahead and give us your vote right up there, and I will check the official answer and see if we are right or not. Okay, you ready to go? All right, here we go. The video claiming to show a real living Godzilla has been determined to be fake. In a great video by YouTube sensation Jake Rope over at Vsauce, we learn why it would be impossible for Godzilla to exist under the natural laws of our planet.
At 90,000 tons, Godzilla is a very big thing. A thing that would need about 215 million calories a day. It is estimated that the adult human body has 110,000 calories. So if Godzilla had a taste for people, he would need to devour 1,950 of them every day.
Mr. Rope also astutely points out Godzilla could probably survive in the ocean, but once he stepped foot on land, his immense weight would not only break his bones, but make him sink into the earth. In the end, I think there may be a real Godzilla out there somewhere, but I don't think it's going to be on this planet.
Mount St. Helens, the biggest volcanic eruption in North America in nearly a century. Virtually all life for 200 square miles is wiped out.
I don't know about you, but when I see volcanoes, it reminds me of how small we really are. How the immense natural forces of our planet dwarf us in scale and power. And I think that's maybe what the artist who created this picture was thinking. The picture was sent in by Yoni Oching, who just wrote, "Is this creepy picture with humanoid souls being dragged to hell real or fake?" Yoni, whenever I feel like the image is trying to make a statement, that's a sign to me that it's almost guaranteed that it's been manipulated. I mean, in this case, how easy would it be for someone with basic Photoshop skills to take a normal lava flow and morph that lava in a way it makes it look like human bodies? But on the other hand, that phrase, "nature you scary," does come to mind. It is possible that the slope of the hill, the weather, and just plain random coincidence could have done all this on its own, making this a real picture. So what do you think the answer is? Do you think it's real? Do you think it's fake? Or maybe it's unknown? Well, why don't you just go ahead and vote up there? I'll get out the answer, and we'll see who's right and who's wrong. All right, here we go. And the answer is, you may find this hard to believe, actually, because the answer is real. Thanks to Facebook super sleuths Marinus Kramer and, well, we'll just call him Mr. Bach. We now know the photo was taken by Laszlo Ketse at the West Kamakuna Lava Skylight in Hawaii. And believe it or not, all those eerie shapes were made by the flow of cooling lava over the surface. I'll post some more information about it in the description box, just in case you're interested.
That's really worse. Ah! Ah! The roof just failed. The whole building just collapsed.
On August 25th, 2017, a Category 4 hurricane named Harvey slammed into the Texas coast.
Extreme winds leveling this gas station. Signs along the interstate ripped off and tossed to the ground.
Not only did it pack record-breaking winds, but it was also the all-time wettest hurricane to hit the United States, dropping up to 60 inches or 1.5 meters of rain in a 4-day period.
Hey, good morning, everyone. Let's get straight to the breaking news. Harvey provoking an unfolding flooding disaster in America's fourth largest city, Houston, Texas.
This picture, first sent in by Aaron Brownstone, is claimed to be taken by a motorist in Houston, Texas. Aaron just wrote, "Shark on freeway after flood. Real or fake?" Aaron, a quick look at Google Maps tells me this is entirely possible because the city of Houston is actually pretty close to the Gulf of Mexico. And there's also a lot of waterways that connect the city to the ocean. But on the other hand, I'm pretty sure we're looking at freshwater here, not saltwater. So unless that's a bull shark, I don't think so. I tell you what, why don't you go ahead and vote right up here? And while you're doing that, we'll see what some of our friends in New York City had to say about this picture.
Shark caught on camera in flooded Houston street after Hurricane Harvey. I think that's real.
I'll say real.
Real? I'm gonna say real.
All right, that's gonna be fake.
I think it's real. I'd say real.
Real.
Wait, hold up. That looks mad fake. Let me tell you why. Bro, see, I'm too observant. Look, in reality, sharks are huge, okay? So if the shark is huge, that means that the water level has to be really deep.
Okay, did you vote? Good, because I want to get to the answer right away. Because, you know, to be honest with you, if nobody got hurt, I really hope it's true, because that would be very cool to see a shark swimming down the freeway or something. Anyway, here's the answer. And guess what? It's fake!
Oh, what?
Thanks to fact checkers Atlas Leader, Marinus Kramer, and Christian Glenn H. Tadeo, we now know this picture really starts here. The shark in this picture was removed and placed into this picture taken in Puerto Rico just after Hurricane Irene hit that island in August of 2011. Since then, it just seems to pop up whenever there's a new flood. Hopefully they'll come up with a new shark soon, because this one's getting kind of old. In addition to the Real or Fake show here on Bill's channel, I also produce a show called Amazon River Monsters. Needless to say, I see all kinds of big fish while I'm out there on the rivers of the Amazon, but nothing like this. The picture was sent in by Jeremy, who just wrote, "Is this real? And if it is, what is it?" Jeremy, this fish is definitely what is known as a Piraiba, sometimes referred to as a lau-lau or freshwater shark. It's actually a catfish, lives in fresh water, and I can tell you, after recording fishermen bringing these monsters in, they can get huge.
Well, the biggest I've seen has been about 3 meters, and that was about 300 pounds. But we know that they grow to over 400 pounds, and I reckon that's a fish of about 10, 11 feet.
So believe it or not, that fish in the picture could actually be real. So why don't you go ahead and make your vote? I'll get out the answer, and then we'll both meet right back here to see what the answer is. You ready? All right, here we go. And, oh, just what I thought. It's fake. This is a big fish for sure, but as Steve Townsend points out, this is an old fisherman trick.
Bill, we see this in the fishing world all the time. Anglers trying to make their fish bigger by standing back, and the photographer's saying, put your arm a little bit more to the right, a little bit more. It looks as though you're holding onto the fin.
Yep, that's what I thought. Our old friend Forced Perspective strikes again. Our last picture today showed up in my inbox a couple of weeks ago, and as soon as I saw it, I was like, hey, this reminds me of one of my favorite fakes, Invisible Ethiopian Guy. It's a video where this guy rubs himself with green screen paint, and then as the green paint gets on his body, we start to see through him. The filmmaker is able to do this because when he's editing the video, he just tells the computer to remove anything in the shot that's green. Get it? But in regards to this picture, it was sent in by Real Ricky, who just wrote, could it possibly be a real statue? Real Ricky, you know, when I look at this, what I see is somebody on Photoshop using something called the stamp tool. You just grab a little of that sky and you just start painting it in over the statue. You see how it works? But on the other hand, you know, I could also see a sculpture doing something like this because, you know, when you look at it, it's like, it's a statement about missing pieces of ourselves or living in a fragmented world, something like that. So, you know, I could see it. I could definitely see it. So why don't you see about doing some voting up there, and I'll see about opening this so we can find out what the truth is. And the truth is, that picture is real. Thanks to Bruce Hawk, who was the first Facebooker to connect this statue with artist Bruno Catalano, we now know Bruno has made a whole series of these partial statues like this one, and this one. And guess what? I was right about the message too. Catalano says he was inspired by how we all travel through life, and as a result, everyone has missing pieces to his or her life that we won't find again. Okay, well, unfortunately, that's all the time I have for this video today. I'm going to be showing you my favorite fake of the week in just a minute, but first, I want to send out a big thanks to all you crazy people for sending in all those crazy videos. pictures that you send in every week. Also want to send a big thanks to my fact checkers all over the world who help me solve these little mysteries. And hey, don't forget, we have a new show every Friday, so don't forget to hit that subscribe button as well as the notifications bell so you get a shot at being first official comment and win the pin. If you have a picture and you're not quite sure whether it's real or not, send it in to me at billschannel@gmail.com and I'll take a look. Please don't leave links or suggestions in the comment section because really, the only thing that is going to do is turn me into a mega screamer screaming, "You're driving me crazy!" See you next time. And now for my favorite fake of the week. It comes to us from Will Mahaffey and a whole bunch of other people. This video, first posted by Playfight VFX, shows what it describes as CN Tower hit by meteor shower over Toronto, Canada, May 14th, 2014. If this really happened, I think it would have made the nightly news, don't you? But hey, Playfight VFX, despite it being a big fat fake, I think you did a really good job.